Hi guys, welcome to another video of how did I edit this series. In this video I am going to show how do I take this photo from looking like this to look like this. And if you like me to edit your photo like this, please send it to me on the email displayed on the screen right now. And if you like to learn the tips and tricks used to edit this photo, do watch till the end. I have taken this photo in one of the resort where they have created this waterfall to enhance the beauty of the resort. This is taken kind of early morning. As you can see, light is coming through this side and it is lighting up this tree. It is lighting up this green bushes and it is lighting up this water body, these leaves and all this. So if I zoom in to 100%, you can see here there are tiny little waterfalls flowing between through the stones. And remove chromatic aberration, and I'll just get the white balance right. So what I always like to do, I like to find a color which should be white in ideal situation, but there isn't anything white, so we'll leave it that. Let's try and see what auto does. Yeah, auto does quite decent job. It makes color look more natural. Maybe let's try and pick gray from here. I like the auto did better job. Yeah, we'll leave it at auto. It did better job. Maybe I will bring tiny little bit towards more blue and little bit more in top magenta. I will just bring down, highlight a little bit, pull up the shadow tiny little bit of white, bit of black. So this is all about global adjustment. Now let's look into local adjustments. I'm going to work on this part of the tree. I'm going to work this area. As you can see, light is lighting up this part of the brickwork. So we'll enhance this light, all this light on these rocks here, light inside this and this, and then we will lift up all these tiny little waterfalls. Filter and make a selection of this part. Yeah. If I reset to 0, so as shown in previous tutorial, I will go luminance and select only bright pixels of this area, only bright till here, it's fine, and hide the selection and pull down, highlight tiny little bit more, lift up a shadow quite a bit, give a bit of contrast, and I'm going to give dehaze negative. So we'll create a little haze around this selection, so it will look, give some foggy effect, and temperature of this area will make it warm. It has added nice haze and bit of warmth. Now let's work on this part. Take a radial circle, select this area, reset and increase exposure a bit. Yeah, this much should be done. Going to duplicate this and bring on this area. Then I am going to duplicate this and work on this tree branch. Yep. Again duplicate this and this rock here and duplicate this. So as you can see, I prefer to edit like this. Work on tiny areas at a time. because they give more mood to your photo. Maybe little bit here, little bit here, little bit here, little bit here. That is not required. Maybe a little bit here and little bit here. Little bit here. Yeah. So as you can see, let me do this. So this is without using any radial circle and doing local edits. And now with this, as you can see, all this uneven area, we have balanced the entire image. Right. Now let's first work on colors in the image. So I'm going to do a split toning here. So in this highlight, you hit Alt or Option and click on Hue. It will show you which color it is picking up now, and then you can choose the one which you want to go for. So as you can see, you can scroll through this entire. So I'm going to look for more yellow color, so kind of sunrise color, maybe here this would do. And for the shadow, I will do little bit of magenta, maybe here, this will do. Now slowly, gradually increase the saturation till you are happy with the color which you get in your image. Maybe till here I'm fine, and same thing you do with shadow. Maybe shadow I'm fine with this much. Right. Now I'm going to take brush selection, reset, increase exposure a little bit, and I'm just going to increase light in this area. One tab here, if you hit press shift and click again, it will take selection in entire line, maybe this much, like this, from here to here. Yeah, maybe this trees, just gentle tap, that's it. One tab here, one tab here, here. Wherever you see light is hitting directly, you just give one click of brush and that's it. Wherever you see light is hitting here, light is hitting some part of this rocks, some part of this rock, that's it. Now overall I'll make it little bit more cool because it is looking bit more warmer, so we'll cool it down a bit. Yeah, this looks more natural to me, and we'll add some more magenta. Now let's work on this water body. So I'm gonna zoom in quite a bit, 100%. Take a brush, reset. So I'll just give a one dab here, and first let's just determine what we need to do to enhance this water. So I'll take exposure all the way up, highlights all the way up. So when you work with this tiny area, the trick is go all the way up, and then zoom out, and you can see before, after. body. I'll just give one tap, that's it, like this. Make this brush more smaller, one more. If you go little overdone, don't worry, you can just keep going it. We can always come back and reduce the effect of it. There's more water body here, so I'm going to speed up this. So as you can see now, by working on this all this string of water individually, we've been able to bring out details. And if you see we have gone overboard, what you do is just select this brush and bring down exposure just a bit. Done. And then I'm gonna take one more new brush, reset, new, and with tiny bit of exposure, and just give one overall detail enhance here, under here, under here, under here, and here. Yeah. So now I'm going to work on HSL panel and let's see what else we can do. Let's go to hue. Let's work play around with red. There are no reds in image, there is no effect. Let's work around with orange. So there are oranges, so we'll make orange little more towards dark orange. So now let's see what yellow does. So let's yellow, let it be there, a bit little towards green, and green little towards yellow. Yeah. Any blues? No blues, no effect. Go to luminance, brighten a green a bit, brighten a yellow a bit. I think this is all needs to be done in HSL panel. Yeah, it's given little bit of pop, especially in this far end of the image. I think I'm going to just zoom in a little bit and work on this part. There is still scope of little bit of enhancement in this area. And this area, some area here. Oops, I hit the wrong button in my Lightroom. And this is all in Lightroom. Now I'll take this photo in Photoshop. So first thing is you press Ctrl or Command J and make a duplicate copy of your background layer. So in case if you make any mistake, your background is safe. So there are many ways dodging and burning is done. The way I prefer to do, you make a mask of highlights and mask of shadow, and if you go to channel, press command or control and click on RGB, it will make selection of highlights. So by selecting highlights, take a new layer and make a mask over it. So now whatever we will do on this layer, since there is a mask selected only, it will be applicable to highlights. So now I'm going to take set foreground color to white, background to black, flow about 5%, take a brush, large soft round brush, and I'm just going to paint over these highlights. So it will enhance the highlight a little bit. You can see here this area. So here this is sufficient. So the way dodging and burning I prefer to do is follow the light. So in this photo, light is coming from this side. So whatever is facing towards the light, it will be bright, and whatever is away from the light, it will be dark. So according to that, you work with your dodging and burning. Select this mask again, apply on this and invert. So now we have made mask for the shadow. So I'm just going to flow reduce to further down 1% and brighten up very dark part of the shadow, and take a black brush and darken this part a little bit to create a 3D effect, just like that. Yeah, as you can see the effect, it's here. Let's brighten this a little bit, it is way too dark, and bring some details out on rocks. This should be fine. So now I'm going to do Shift Alt Command E, so it will make a merge layer of this, and let's go to adjustment layer, and I'm going to go to this color lookup. So in color lookup there are presets available for the look. So with this particular photo I'm going to go for crisp warm look. So it suits most photos of sunrise and sunlight situation. But as you can see now, after applying this layer, it has done some weird coloring to the photo because it's applied to all over the photo, but we are going to apply only to the highlights. So let's delete this and go to channel again, command select RGB, so that will make selection of only highlights. Then go to adjustment layer, color lookup, this warm look, and now you see the difference because now this selection has applied only to the highlights. If you feel it is way too much, then you can reduce down the opacity. Yeah, this looks better, and I think I'm quite okay with this. Maybe we can enhance the greens a little bit. Selective color, and we'll select green. So we have selected green, but here there are no green. So the way it works is RGB CMY. So cyan is opposite of R, magenta it is opposite of green. So if we need to increase the green, simply decrease the magenta. That's it. Then you go to magenta, decrease the magenta. Reds we don't want, maybe little bit of yellow, increase bit of yellow, just a little bit. Yeah, as you can see, this is before, this is after. So it has enhanced greens a little bit. Let's go back to magenta again. I think increasing magenta will be better. Yeah, so now it is creating that mood. Again, create a merge layer, which is shift command option E. Make one more duplicate, make one more duplicate. So we're going to work sharpening on the near area and the shadow area, and we're going to apply Orton effect to the highlights and the distance area. So let's hide this for now, and we go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and about 7 pixel should be fine. As you can see, it has made the entire image blurry, but we don't want to apply this effect to entire image. We want to apply only highlights area. So to do that, very simple. I think we can take highlight from here, select highlight, and just apply the mask. There you go, it's done. If you feel it is too much, then just reduce opacity a little bit, maybe till here. Perfect. See how moody and bluey it looks. Now same thing, here we'll apply sharpening. We go to again filter, other, high pass, okay, and we'll change blend mode to vivid light. So it has sharpened the image, but again it has sharpened entire image, but we want only shadows. So again, to do this, select the shadow and mask it. See, now it has combination of both the effect of Orton and the sharpness. Now I'm going to take this photo back to Lightroom. So Control or Command S. So we back in Lightroom, and what I'm going to do in Lightroom is just give vignette, feather all the way up, protect the highlights, full round, and maybe till here should be fine. And what else I will do, I will increase exposure just a little bit and take a big radial circle, invert, and decrease exposure further back. Yeah, so give more mode to the image. Not going to do sharpening or noise reduction, as we have already touched that in Photoshop. think that's it. I'm happy with this edit now. So thank you very much for watching till end, and do let me know your feedback in the comment below. How did you like this edit?